watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
2nd down and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Keenan Allen, that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Out of the gun, Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Operating from the gun. Herbert finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 1st downs and 3 points. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10. At their own 21.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Kansas City.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and 10.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Casey Hayward with a sack on a well-timed corner blitz.
A loss of 8 yards.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Mahomes completes that one to Watkins. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Sammy Watkins is a former 1st-round pick in the NFL, and he sure reminded us during Kansas City's run to the playoffs last season. 10 catches in the AFC Championship game and a 98-yard receiving game in Super Bowl 54. He did talk about possibly stepping away and getting some time in the offseason. But Kansas City, very happy to have him back in their lineup and in their fold. What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chargers offense heading back out there. And this, Charles, one of those teams it's kind of hard to get a grasp on for 2020. It would seem that you could make an argument for them being a playoff team, but you might be able to just as easily make an argument for them finishing last in the AFC West.
I can see where people can say that and see both sides of it, but I see this team contending for the AFC West title because this offense, Phillip Rivers won't be there anymore as their quarterback, but whether it's Tyrod Taylor or Justin Herbert, they've got a chance to score some points because Keenan Allen and Mike Williams in that receiving core, not to mention Austin Eckler as the lead runner. They can put points on the board. And let's face it, on defense, that's where they shine. Joey Bosa, Melvin Ingram with the pass rush, Chris Harris added to the secondary, and Derwin James, who was an all-pro as a rookie in 2018, he's fully healthy once again.
And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Herbert's pass.
He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And the result of all that is possession of the football at the 6.
Partner, do you remember preseason we were watching a team work on their punt block? And all you kept hearing was scoop and return, scoop and return.
They got to yell it there.
Go. Yeah, we saw it in action there, didn't we?
I thought he was going to take it.
Yeah, it was close, wasn't it?
Well, the defending champs heading back out. And the Chiefs, of course, 12-4 last year, expected to be the favorites to win the AFC West for a 5th straight season. Now, Charles, look, we know how difficult it is to repeat in the NFL as Super Bowl champs. What kind of chances do you give KC of doing so?
Well, let's start with the pessimism, right? Because no one has repeated in the NFL as Super Bowl champs.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Kenneth Murray coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. That's caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. Even though he's a fourth rounder, I think he might have a chance to play and prove that, hey, I could have been taken higher in that draft.
And we've seen some
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Frank Clark able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
2019 was the first season for Frank Clark in Kansas City after spending the previous 4 in Seattle. And that was a big move by Kansas City to bring him over. He did have 8 sacks in the regular season, but it was his 5 in postseason. And helping his team get to the Super Bowl, that's why they went and acquired him. And by the way, earned his first Pro Bowl nomination with his play.
And he's able to get it out of there. Here's Hardman to return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. They complete it to Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit it as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. This pass finds its way to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And caught by Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Complete to Hunter Henry. A 3-yard pickup.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
The Chiefs.
That one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Herbert back to the air. He'll get this to Eckler. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Pardon Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to... This is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10.
You gotta love it, baby. Give it some
All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 81 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Butker on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Joe Reed returning. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. More from L.A. in a moment. Herbert on 1st down now. Pass incomplete with the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Austin Eckler, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Herbert. Looking sideline, incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. Incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Alex Okafor picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Hardman on a return. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we are off to Orlando, there you have it. Time quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive...
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jerry Tillery. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Mahomes going to throw. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught, but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. Give him 6 on the play, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent form. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Frank Clark getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 20. Herbert now. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He's going to let this go for the end zone. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Kick is no good.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes fighting to stay upright. Steps away. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
To the 36 to pick up the first. And going deep for Hill. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. it's in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Reed. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something. Chris Jones on the stop.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. And it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield and break one off. But a nice gain there for a 1st down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down right.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the play.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. And this is complete. It's Allen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down.
And goal at the 7-yard line.
That is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Herbert. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they...
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Ekeler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. He's got it. That makes our score now 22-10. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's Austin Ekeler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. And got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
The City Chiefs.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And this is caught by Watkins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Complete to Travis Kelsey.
2nd down and 4.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And that one makes this a 19-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's Sammy Watkins who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Back at the 22-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Joe Reed, the intended receiver, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And that will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Makes it.
Mahomes now to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. Oftentimes with these gadget plays, these fakes, we focus on the offense and say, hey, they practiced this week. They were ready. But the defenses practice these situations too.
And just look at it this way. The two owners sitting up in their boxes, one is saying, boys, my team well prepared, and the other one's like, I got to talk to my coaches. What were they thinking?
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
44-yard line.
On first down, it's Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's going to flip it down here to his running back. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. From the 50, here's Herbert. Incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Anthony Lynn says now's the time. His guy's going on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 2nd and 2. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Kansas City, It was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another...